Hello, this is just a quick and dirty guide to using Mendeley, which is a resource manager. So you can save references to this piece of software for when you're writing your research project. It's a place for storing all literature and journal articles and using them for the final write-up. So what you need to do, first of all, you need to go to www.mendeley.com, then create an account. I already have one, so I just signed in already. And this is my Mendeley dashboard, as it's called. First thing you'll need to do is to download the Mendeley desktop. You can just do so there. I already have it here. I'm going to show you how to actually use this piece of software. So what we have here on the left hand side is my library, and as you can see, I already have lots of journal articles that I've downloaded to my Mendeley desktop, and they're all here. I've also got them in different folders related to different topics. I'm going to go to this one, risk taking, which is my new research project I'm doing. Let's say I'm doing my undergraduate project. I'm going to do it on risk taking. Now, I happen to have found quite an interesting article, and here it is. It's all about inequality and risk taking. So I've managed to download that from my literature search as a PDF. The best thing to do with this when you find any articles is to store them all in one place. What I've actually done is I've stored that for now just onto my desktop. Now you may want to actually add it to your hard drive on your home PC, or add it to your here it is. So just save it to your home PC, to the hard drive there, or save it onto Dropbox perhaps, or maybe even a USB key or some portable hard drive. But in that case, do make sure you back it up regularly. But for the sake of it, I've just downloaded it and saved it onto my desktop. So here I am back in Mendeley. I want to get that article in there. So go to File, and go to Add Files. And looking at my desktop, here it is here. So just download it there, double click. Now as you can see, in this main box are a list of authors and the title, the year it was published, and journal it was published in, and so on. If I click on Details here, you can find it all listed. So what it actually does is it takes all the information, extracts it from the PDF. It can also take on the abstract, as it has done here, and stores it all in one place. You can also add tags. So I've added some here, like risk, experiment, inequality, lab-based. Now these are the sort of things that you can have in your list of journal articles if you want to separate them into categories. So if you might have a series of studies that were done with questionnaires, you could add a tag of questionnaire. Or you have a series of ones that look at gender effects, you could have a tag of gender effect. So actually when you have a whole list of publications like this, you can actually search through them and find the ones you need. So if I go through mine, it's here, let's say I'm looking for altruism, hopefully I'll find quite a few that have them there. So go back to my original folder. Hold on, I'm still searching. Here we are. Now, as you find PDFs and you download them into the single folder, you can add them to Mendeley one at a time. But if you have, say, you're doing a big literature search and you're just downloading lots and lots of PDFs and you want to upload them all in one go, you can just go to Add Folder and it will add all of the PDFs in that folder into your Mendeley folder. You can also add entries manually, so if you find an interesting article but it doesn't have a PDF, you can just put it in manually. So I have interesting article by John Smith in Journal of Amazing Studies. There we go. And just save it, and then you see it's there as well. And again, you can add more details. Also on each of them, you can add some notes. If you have some things here about the article, you might say, it was amazing. But, you know, small sample size, etc. So it's a place, this is a really good piece of software, Mendeley, for storing all your articles and storing all your notes about them as well. And you can easily search through those as well and save them as well. So I'll just get rid of that because it's not a real article. So currently I've got one in. Eventually you should have lots more that you find and download as you constantly go through it. You can also do that online. So if you find an interesting article online, you can go back to your Mendeley, go back to your Mendeley web page, as I have, and still add papers there. you should be able to do there. So say you're working away, or you don't have access to that hard drive, you can still find things and upload them to your library there. Now, going back to Mendeley, what also has is, if you download the PDF into it as well, you can just double click on it and actually brings up the article for you to access immediately, instead of having to scrub around and look through the folders to try and find it. Just double clicking that in your library will bring it up. So that's it. That's where you've stored all the articles. You've done your literature review. You found all the interesting ones. From now right till the end, when you do your final write-up, then you get to the bit where you actually do your final write-up. So let's actually get a new version up for you. So here I am. Right, let's get going. Let's write the introduction. Let's spell it right as well. Let's make it bold. This isn't strictly APA style, but for the sake of brevity, let's go through it. So, and I start writing up, and I want to include so here I am going to add a bit about the actual research. So here I actually need to add the citation to that. Now normally you'd go through and try and find it, or you'd leave it and do it at the end. Always trying to make sure you get the correct APA style. You don't need to do this if you have Mendeley set up. What you can actually do is add, put a link through Microsoft Word to Mendeley, which I have done here. Here it is. Now I can just insert a citation. That's what I'm going to do. So let's find out what was the name of the authors. That was it, Mishra. Just double click on that, and I can click on OK. Then you can add other references there to it. I'm just going to include that one. And there it is, it adds it as a citation. You can always change the citations when you actually do that. So you can choose citation style in Mendeley, all the different options, but you need to add American Psychological Association and the 6th edition. That's the best. So there it is. Now, you may have realized that this actually isn't on a PC. This is actually on a Mac that I'm doing this, and it looks slightly different on a PC. So let me show you what it looks like on a PC. So here we are. It'll look like that. So when you come to it, you go to the menu at the top, you click on References, and then you can just click on Insert Citation there. And then much the same way as I just did there, that will then open up Mendeley and you add the one you want. So once that's done, and I'll also write a lot more, you get to your references section. This is me writing my references. Now, what used to happen, or certainly what I did, is I actually had a whole list of references in a separate file and had to write the references in one go, and that took a long time. I had to make sure everything was in the correct APA style and so on. Now with Mendeley, you don't have to. I go back to link to Mendeley. Instead of inserting citation, now I'm going to insert bibliography. I do that. What happens is it takes all the references that I've included, or the citations I've included through Mendeley in the article, and adds them at the end in the correct order. And so that's what it looks like there. It's in APA style and so on. It's normally good practice to just go through and double check that everything's right in that. So you don't really, well, you can keep the DOI. You don't always need the issue number, so you could just delete that. So don't just rely on this to come up with perfect APA style. It's always worth going through and checking it. There you go. Mendeley, great for storing all your references, storing all the information you want about them. You can easily access all the PDFs through there. Then you can actually add it at the citations and references in your final write-up. Trust me, it'll save you a lot of time, a lot of effort searching for it.